All right, give me just a moment. We're gonna get into this. Let me hide my OBS because if I don't, I'm just gonna keep fucking looking at myself because I'm handsome as fuck. Anyway, welcome back. It's been motherfucking forever. It's been quite a while. I don't even know when the last time or if I ever have even uploaded a video where I just talked to the camera on this channel. Excuse me. Whew. All right, welcome back. It's been fucking forever. Okay, I got about 15 minutes to talk, so we're just going to talk. First things first. Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys have been doing well. It's been, like I said, it's been a while since we've been on the channel. And I don't know if I've ever even just uploaded a video where I just talk straight up to the camera. If I have, then, bro, it's been even longer since I've just uploaded a video just this style. Me talking to you, you listening, and thinking in your mind to yourself. So, thinking along with me, per se. Okay? So, again, it's been quite a while. Last time we checked in, I had dreads. Let me start over. All right, welcome back. Fuck. Do I just have to get straight into it? Or is this one of those videos where... Alright, you guys tell me, do I just gotta get straight into it, or is this one of those videos where I can kind of just chat and ramble on? Hopefully the algorithm, shows this to the right people, and you guys are still here. If not, I feel like you may have lost some value. If you are, thank you for staying. First things first, I feel like it's been quite a while since I uploaded a video. I feel like it's been a few months, and it's been even longer since I uploaded a video where it's just me talking to the camera and not going over something, it not be a gaming screen or a fucking chart behind me. So, little refresher for the channel. Hope you guys have been doing well. I've been, doing all right, doing myself. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But life's, you know what I'm saying? Life be lifing, and we all got to go through it. And sometimes it's just your time to go through it. So, in my absence, life lifed a little bit, but I ain't no bitch. I ain't no quitter. We still here. I'm with a fucking smile right now, baby. Because, bro, life's a fucking blessing. Okay? That's the first thing. Life's a blessing. You gotta take each day, day by day. Each problem you face, you just gotta take it day by day. Okay? Again, look, let me tell you right now. We got 13-ish minutes, 20-ish minutes. We got about 20 minutes. Okay? I can sit here and chat with you for about 20 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just going to chat it up a little bit. So, welcome back to the channel. Again, I'm going to say this one more time just because, this is how genuine of, I really hope you guys are doing okay. I really hope whoever is watching this on the opposite end of the camera, I hope you're doing okay. Hopefully, hopefully it's reciprocal. If it's not, oh well. They'll be haters. Let them be haters. Anyway, in my absence, I've gone through, life, honestly. Even more life and it's just life is always life, and honestly. Life is always life, and you just gotta fucking adapt, always, every day. Every day is something new, but you gotta do the same shit, and that's called consistency, okay? You gotta show up every day and do the same exact shit, whether you're seeing the results right now or not. If you know what you're doing is going to set you up to go somewhere, then you got to be consistent. And consistency is showing up day in and day out, doing the same exact shit, regardless of what the conditions are. Whew. So, hope you guys are doing all right. And hope you guys are staying consistent in life. Now, let's talk a little bit about where I've been and, well, just not even where I've been, just what I've learned in the time that, I've been gone. We're not even going to talk about strategy. This isn't a video for anyone looking for strategy. This is more of you need to hear this. If you're a struggling trader, you need to hear this. Because, and when I say a struggling trader, this is for the people that, you may be profitable. You may have a profitable strategy. You may know what to look for in the market, but you're still not seeing the results that you want to see. What I'm about to tell you may or may not, for me, I feel like it's definitely done something for me, but this may unlock the potential that is within you. So listen closely. Before I took my break, like from uploading, I was still trading actively, still, blowing my money on fucking eval accounts. Just get one, work through it. By the end of the week, need a new fucking account. Buy another one, get through the week, and then by the next week, I need a new fucking account. Buy one, pass the eval, blow the funded within the first 2 days. Then it would take me, several more tries at an eval, and then I'd pass one, and then I'd blow it within a few days. And this cycle just kind of repeated a little bit, and it was really fucking with me. Especially, and it was really fucking with me when I was buying evals, passing them quickly in 1 month, and then the next month, maybe I only passed one. Like maybe 1 month I passed 3 evals, blow them all, and then the next month I only passed one. And then the month after that I passed, 2 more evals, and then the next month after that I passed none. So it was fucking with me a little bit. I had this one blow up where I had passed a 150K account, and you guys know, like I'm active on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I'm active on that platform. That's where majority of my following comes from. So I'm very transparent with my audience. I post my loss, and loss porn on fucking Twitter goes crazy. Okay. Every time I have if I want a banger tweet, I just post I had a bad losing day. Okay. And it'll go viral. But I've never, lied about losing day just for a viral tweet. So the most recent loss I had, it went, semi-viral. And it was like I had passed a 150K account, and I don't know how many days it took for me to blow it. Maybe it was one. Or maybe I was like one trade away from passing 150K eval, and then I blew that shit. Maybe it was something along those lines. And because both of those situations happened. I just can't remember which one it was. But within one of these times, there was this guy that reached out to me on Twitter. Now, I won't, disclose who it was just for his privacy. But he reached out to me on Twitter, and he told me what I'm about to tell you right now. He was like, I don't think you suck at trading. He was like, I believe, you're actually a pretty good trader. And I say that to say, I believe you're probably also a pretty good trader. He told me, I don't think it's a technical analysis problem that you have, honestly. Your technical analysis looks there. It looks all pretty put together. You have a pretty good understanding of what to see in the market, but you're just missing something. So maybe I can help you identify what you're missing. And immediately when he told me it wasn't a technical analysis problem, when he told me that it looked like I knew what I was doing, just that validation and having someone say, you're not a bad trader. You're not a bad trader. Technical analysis is not the hard part of trading. It's the mental part. It's the mental part that's the hard part of trading. But having someone tell me I wasn't a bad trader, it gave me this sort of relief in like, okay, maybe it's not something on the charts that I'm missing. So I say that to say maybe it's not something in the charts that you're missing. Maybe you can tell where price is going to go. Like I said, this is for the people who, you're right there on profitability, but you're just struggling a little bit. You're not seeing the results that you want to see yet. So it's probably not a problem in the charts. It's probably a problem up here in your mental, on your mental side. So I hopped on a Discord call with him, and he just put a bunch of numbers into perspective for me. And he told me real up, like, look, at some point you probably thought you were going to make $1 million in trading. And you probably thought you were going to do it relatively quick. But let's be honest. There's not many people out here making $1 million in trading their first year of trading. There's not many people out here making $1 million in their first 5 years of trading. There's not many people out here making $1 million in their first 10 years of trading. So to have some of these unrealistic expectations that are put on you by yourself because you watch social media, that hinders you. And after this call, when we got off, I thought to myself, it probably isn't like a technical aspect. It really is just a mental game for me. Now, after, thinking, what can I do to solve the mental side of it? I was just like, okay, I'm seeing way too many other people's results, and I know that's fucking with me. So I had to take a break from, social media. And that didn't mean I just completely just got off of it, but I opened the app a lot less. I created a different account just to get away from trading Twitter. Just so, like, I saw just cars and geopolitical events on my Twitter feed rather than fucking charts all fucking day. Green P&L, green P&L, green P&L, red P&L, big red P&L, green P&L, green. You got to clear your mind. If you're someone whose story is similar to mine, where you've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, but you're still not fucking where you want to be. You're in the Twitter space. The Twitter space. You're in the online spaces about trading. If you're someone like me that fits this criteria, the first thing I want to recommend you do is back off of the social media just a little bit. The trading side, at least. Just try to get away from it. You have to focus on your own process. And that's one of the first things I'll tell you. You have to focus on your own process. You can't compare what someone else is doing and what someone else sees versus what you're doing and what you see. So the first thing you have to do is you have to back off of social media. And I realized this when I was talking to the guy on Twitter. Now when we kept talking, another thing he brought to my attention is the aspect of time. Not time in trading, not price and time, not time for price to go somewhere, not price has a place it's trying to go at a specific time. Nothing involving trading whatsoever, but time in real life. Time in real life. And taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture and thinking, how much time am I really allowing myself to see the results that I want to see? And how much time, or how do I say this? How much towards my goal can I get in a given time? How realistic, I'm kind of fried, so I don't know how the fuck to say this right now. I'm trying to think of how to say it, but I'm just, like I said, I'm kind of fried, so the words aren't coming to me right now. But realistically, how far can I get in the allotted time that I'm giving myself? Like I said already, he told me, at some point you probably, thought you were going to make $1 million quick. And that's absolutely 100% right. Like, I thought I was going to make a fucking $1 million my first year trading. We all probably did. If I'm the only one, then fuck it, I'll just be the idiot for that. But we all probably fucking did. Okay? Unrealistic as shit. We're not going to make 100,000 in our first year of fucking trading. Okay? what the fuck is this? This is my 4th year. I'm in my 4th year of trading. I haven't made 100,000 yet, but I'm in my 4th year of trading. I haven't made 100,000. I have not had $100,000 hit the bank account from trading yet. Okay, in my 4th year. So realistically, and I like to say that I'm an overachiever. I'm hard on myself. I push myself towards goals as quick as I can. Okay? So for me to like say, you know, I'm in my 4th year doing this shit and I haven't made $100,000, if you think you're just going to walk in this shit and in your first year make 100,000, if you think you're going to walk in this shit in your first year make 100,000, $1 million, $500,000, you're being unrealistic as shit. You got to get that thinking out the fucking window. And you got to think this way instead. I may not make $100,000 in my first year of trading, but if I can make $500 per week, that is, if I can just make $500 per week on one account, there's 52 weeks in a year, okay? What is that? 260? I think it's 260. There's 52 weeks in a year. If I can make $500 per week, yeah, exactly. 260. Yep. And you have the 2 zeros, exactly. So, W maths. If I can make $500 per week from trading on just one account, that is an extra $26,000 I get to put in my pocket. Despite whatever the fuck else I got going on. Despite whatever it is that's funding my trading. You know what I'm saying? You're doing something to be able to fund your trading right now. You're not going to... You can't go full-time in this shit until you're at a certain place with a certain cushion put up. So don't quit whatever the fuck it is you got going on. You feel me? Your trading income should be additional income on top of whatever it is you're doing. But if I can just make $500 per week, and I say that's pretty fucking easy. I say that's easy as shit. One trade a week, $500 per week, $26,000, one account. That is a $26,000 bonus check at the end of the year. Of course, you have to pay taxes on it. So let's say, I don't know how much the fucking taxes are, but let's say, you know, taxes are $6,000, which I don't think it would be on $26,000 fucking dollars. That's $20,000 bonus check you get to put in your pocket at the end of the year. That's a new fucking car. If I just slow down, focus on the process, don't even like go for an overachieving ass number. If I can just hit $500 a week, now, bro, I'll teach you how to make more than that shit in one trade, my nigga. That's $26,000, and that's one account. If I have 2 accounts, $52,000, right? 4 accounts brings you up to $100,000 a year. Okay? At this point, I don't know how much a fucking doctor makes, but I assume they're making 6 figures, right? If I can make $500 a week and build my way up to 4 accounts and still focus on my process of making $500 a week on these 4 accounts for a year, I will make $100,000 fucking dollars. But I'm not going to make $100,000 within the next 6 months. Shit, I'm not going to make $50,000 in the next 6 months. You can't think like that. You got to think, what do I need to do this week? And some weeks you're not going to get it. And it may be unrealistic to you to say some weeks you're not going to get it. To me, I feel like that's a fucking insult. To say I can't make $500 in the fucking stock market in 1 week, in the futures market, I feel like that's a fucking insult. So to say, you know, some weeks you're not going to get it, some weeks you're not. You got to focus on taking the setups that will allow you to get this. So what are my setups? What do I need to focus on to get myself in the best opportunity to be able to make this $500? And that's sticking to my fucking setup. That's sticking to what I know works. Like I said, you're probably not bad at technical analysis. If you're on that borderline profitable stage, you know something that works. You're getting yourself something that works. I'm going to teach y'all what the fuck I do, because what the fuck I do works like shit. Like, when I say shit, I mean like the shit, like the good shit, nigga. I'm going to teach y'all, but this isn't that video. So, Where the fuck was I? Again, I told y'all I'm fried as shit. We're just kind of we're talking to the camera right now. Um, fucking shit started moving the goddamn market. So let me close these tabs so I don't distract myself. Get back on this blank screen. So, yeah, you're being unrealistic. One, you're rushing the shit. Two, because and those two go hand in hand. You're being unrealistic and you're rushing. You got to cut it out. You're not making $100,000 this year. You can make $500 a week though. You can do that. And in time, you will build yourself up. But you can make. I believe in you, bro. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can make. Bro. The thing is, you have to be consistent. You have to, first off, stop comparing yourself to others. You have to stop it. Take that step back from social media. Like, get the fuck off it. For me, bro, when I feel like I'm overwhelmed with the shit, I straight up delete the apps off my shit. I don't give no fucks. Who cares? Who cares? Who the fuck cares? No one. No one's going to miss you. So you have to focus on yourself. And you should be putting yourself first before comparing yourself to others anyway. So take that step back. Focus on yourself. Get your mental space correct. Give yourself a time to step back away from the market and be an observer of the market. Because when you allow yourself to be an observer of the market, you're going to find out a lot more about yourself and your strategy than you will if you're in there pushing buttons every day. Take a step back, get off of social media, and bro, if you're not giving yourself a break in trading, you need to give yourself a break. You need to give yourself a break. Like, non-negotiable. You need to give yourself a break. It is only holding you back trying to be in there every day, catching every fucking price move. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You need to wait is what you need to do. You need to stop thinking, I need to make $100,000 this year. You need to stop it. You need to focus on your one setup and you need to make $500. Easy shit, man. 50 fucking points. 50 points in the NASDAQ. 50 points in the NASDAQ. You can catch that shit, man. That shit is easy. Shit. You want to break it up even smaller? You can. Shit. I take five micros. You know what I'm saying? 50 points in the fucking New York session. You get that shit in one candle, nigga. Get the fuck in, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta wait for the right opportunity. You see that shit weekly though. You damn near see the shit daily. And that's what I'm telling you. You need to step back. You need to become an observer of the market before you continue to push buttons. Now, I just went on a break for the last 3 weeks myself, where, again, like I said, I was blowing fucking accounts, man. So, after I had these conversations with my friend that reached out to me, because now he's my friend, okay? Honestly, he told me some shit that I needed to hear, and I made the changes. That's the important part. I made the changes. I listened, and I made the changes within myself. And that's what you have to do. You have to listen, and you have to make the changes within yourself. And when you do this, you'll start to see it, like, you'll start to be like, oh, no, shit. Let me chill. That shit I know I'm not supposed to be doing. You got to hold yourself accountable. It's you versus you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? In this trading game, it's you versus you. And that's kind of the main theme here. It's like you are holding yourself back with the stupid shit you're doing. Stop doing the stupid shit, and I promise you're going to see results closer to the results you want to get. You're not going to get the results that you want to get right off the bat. I'll tell you that. But you'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. Stair step your way up there. But again, I took a 3-week break myself. I was blowing accounts. I passed a 150K, blew it. Bought a combine, 150K, and a 50K at the same time. Went in drawdown on the 150K. Ran it back up through managing my trades the proper way, because I, was only focused on the 50K, and I just had the 150K mirroring the 50K. I was able to run up the drawdown again, and then the next day after I ran up the drawdown back to the initial balance, blew the fucking account. But I had passed the 50K. Passed the 50K, and then the next week, I blew it. So I took a break. I said, man, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. This shit is hurting me. This shit is not, like, this is not good for me. I've been at this for too long at this point. Mind you, I only started trading prop firms back in September of, 2024, last year. It is June right now. As of right now, it is June 16th. I think I started prop firms like September 11th. Oh. I think that's the day I actually started trading prop firms. Anyway. Damn, that shit got me off guard. I kind of fucking lost my train of thought thinking about that now. So what the hell has it been? Like 9, 6? It's been about 9 months. So it's been about 9 months I've been trading prop firms. Still yet to get a payout. I've passed many accounts. And I was like, man, this shit hurting me, man. So I took a break. I took a break for 3 weeks. I didn't buy another account. I didn't execute shit. And this allowed me to be an observer of the market. Now, when I had this time to sit there and be an observer of the market, I wasn't going into the market with expectations on what I want to see. In fact, there's days when I wasn't going into the market at all. Like, I didn't really give a shit what the hell was happening. There was days where I just did not look at the market at all. And that's the type of break you have to go on to allow yourself a mental break and get away from the charts. You need it. You need it. If you've been going hard and you're struggling and you're at a point where you're just like, fuck, I don't know what to do, take a break. A couple weeks. It'll help you more than it'll hurt you. I promise that. You're not going to miss anything. And that's one of the things I realized on this break. I'm not going to miss anything. Price is going to move whether I'm there or not. I don't really have an effect on where price goes regardless. It's going to move today, tomorrow. When I wake up the next day after that, it's going to keep moving. I'm not missing anything. My setups are still going to repeat day in and day out. And that's the next thing I realized. My setups are going to repeat every single fucking day. Because as I'm watching, when I'm on this break, as I'm watching the market, it allowed me that time to sit and be an observer. And as I'm observing, I realized this shit repeats every motherfucking day. So in the time, I'm like, okay, this shit really does repeat every single fucking day. I just gotta know what the fuck to look for. I began to sharpen my actual trading criteria. And I just looked at the characteristics that were similar in all the trades that I would have taken, or the trades that I would have wanted to take, rather. I would have wanted to take this trade. I may have not taken this trade then because I was probably going to be blinded by what was going on in the market. But looking back on the day, okay, I see price did this there. What happened there? Because this looks like an interesting area where this is where I would have been wanting to participate. So what happened there? And then I realized every single day it's a very, very similar situation. And sitting back and being an observer of the market allows you to realize this rather than being in the market actively going in there and looking for something. When you sit and observe, it comes to you. But when you're in there looking for it, you're forcing shit. You're literally looking for it. Psychologically, you're going to start putting dots together that don't even go together. They're not even on the same page. So you're going to be seeing shit. You're looking for it. You want it to be there. And it's not there. But when you sit back and observe, and you walk into the market, not even expecting to take a trade, not even looking for a trade, it comes to you. It literally comes to you. It'll scream at you. It'll pop off right at the fucking screen. It'll be like, I'm right here. Fucking take me. Take this trade, please. Please take this trade. Please. It won't be a question of, do I take this trade? No. Sitting there being an observer, the market will come to you. Going in there and actively looking, you're going to force things. So don't force things. You got to take you a break. Sit and observe. Sit and observe your strategy. Whatever it is that you do for the market, sit and observe how often is this repeating? What is similar when it is repeating? How can I use this new data that I found over this testing period where I just sat and observed, where I didn't go in the market expecting to place a trade? I'm not telling you to go in there and not place a trade if there's an absolutely banger fucking trade. But for me, I told myself, fuck that. Don't trade, nigga. Don't push no buttons. Don't buy no new account. Fuck that. We got to get ourselves to a much better spot to be able to manage this mentally, because right now we're just not being able to manage it mentally. So you got to get the mental right, 1. 2, you got to be an observer. You got to allow yourself to be an observer. And that, I guess that kind of goes in with getting the mental right, because one part of this mental aspect of trading, and we got to tie this back into you wanting to make $1 million in a year. Because you want to make $1 million in a year, you're going to go in there trying to force your fucking trade. You're going to go in there trying to see your setup. You're going to go in there thinking your setup's there when really it's not there. Rather than you go in the market and you let the market come to you. Because I guarantee, how many times do you go in there into the fucking market? You force a trade. Well, maybe you don't even think you force a trade. Okay? Maybe you don't even think you force a trade. But you go in there, you're actively looking for a setup. Boom, something looks good. You take the fucking trade. Boom, you get stopped out. And then 30 minutes later, we've moved towards your original draw on liquidity. We've moved towards your original target. How many times does that happen to you? 30 minutes to an hour later, we've fucking gone way past where you thought the trade was going to go, but you got stopped out because you didn't want to wait. All that stems back to is you want to make $1 million in a year, and you're going in there actively looking for something. 1, you're over leveraging. That's the only way this happens as well. The only way it happens and you're not confident enough to take the trade again is if you're over leveraging yourself. Because now you're like, oh shit, I just lost a fuck ton of money, and if I lose a second time being wrong on the same shit, I'll feel 1, stupid as fuck, and 2, I'll fry myself. I'll fry my fucking account because I'm over leveraging like a goddamn idiot. You see me, if I have a bias and I go into the market now, after this period where I just sat and became an observer of the market, and I was like, okay, these are the things that are very similar. I just got to follow the process. I know what the fuck works because I've been doing this for so long, because I've been collecting the data, because I know all this shit works. Me now going in there and knowing that what I do works and looking at the data, I know all I have to do is sit there and motherfucking wait for it to come to me. Now that what the fuck? I don't even know what the fuck I was about to say. I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Damn it! I lost my train of thought. It was going to be good, too. Ah! Alright. And I gotta get ready to go anyway. I got work and shit. So, anyway, I say all this shit to say. Let me see. Let me see when I gotta be in. Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, fuck. I gotta work at 6, and work's about 40 minutes away, and it's 5:20 right, or it's 5:17 right now, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up real quickly, and then when we get back, maybe we can continue more. But after I allowed myself to be an observer of the market, and I allowed myself to process that, okay, what the fuck I do works. I know I'm not a bad trader. It gave me the ability to be able to sit there and wait for my trade, because now I know what the fuck I do works. 1, 2, I know many times what the fuck is going to happen is like, all right, if I over leverage myself on the first trade, well, I'm probably not going to be able to take the second trade as confidently as I would. So what do I do now? I don't over leverage myself on the first trade. I'm not going all in. All right. There's a saying, and I forgot where I heard it from, but you got to bet to win, but you got to have chips to bet. Okay. And if you're throwing all your chips out there on a forced entry because you want to make $1 million in a year, you're going to hurt yourself psychologically. And come the second time when the shit's actually about to go, you're not going to be as confident as someone who's not over leveraging themselves. Okay? 1, the person who didn't over leverage themselves, they may not have even gotten stopped out the trade the first time because they can handle the drawdown. They can stomach seeing the loss that you can't because you're over leveraged. And that was a big problem for me. So I'm speaking from experience here. I fucking hate losing a lot of money. Everybody who doesn't have money hates losing a lot of fucking money. And a lot of fucking money it varies person to person. But for me, when I see them shits going and they going, fuck, I hate it, man. And that's another problem is you can't be going in there again with the mentality that you're going to make $1 million in a year. You can't go in there comparing yourself to what everyone else is doing. Everyone else is having fucking $1,000 days because their system did this. All right, but what about your system? Okay, did your system allow you to go in there, not over leverage yourself, and get close to that $500 goal weekly? Did it? Because if it did, good job. If it did and you executed on it, great job. But if it didn't and you executed on it and you forced something because you felt like comparing yourself to someone else, quit. Because you're doing the wrong thing. And you're just going to keep doing the wrong thing. Anyway, it's 5:20 now. I've got a lot I got to say. I like now I'm in the flow. There's a lot I could say, and there's a lot, we could continue to get into, and we're just going to have to save it for another video. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys got something from this, and we're going to have to wrap it up here. It's kind of on a little fucking cliffhanger, but I got to get to work. So we're just going to put this out there and see. Hopefully, if you guys like it, drop it in the fucking comments, and, I'll make more of these. If not, I'm still going to make more of these because I like to have them as a video log for my goddamn self. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you stayed this far, drop a motherfucking like. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.